Welcome back to the garage. Today we're going to be servicing the SL. It has some vacuum issues that I need to address, as well as some other things. As always, thank you guys for all the support. I'm loving all the comments lately, and I'd love to keep helping you guys with your projects, so keep them coming. But let's jump right in. Missing a clamp. Should be there. Try to be easy with this. Pop it off. It should just lift. This one, as you can tell, it's already kind of coming off. These are hard as a rock. The goal for today is to replace our hoses from our intake manifold to our idle control valve here. They're just their original parts, super dry rotted, and I believe they're causing quite a leak in the intake. So we have some factory replacement parts here. You guys know the drill. Try to always replace with Ben's parts if you can. With this repair, you guys are going to want to take your time on the plastic side. These are also brittle, and these are not going to flex like these new ones do. So you're going to want to be careful. If you can, just take a razor blade and just slowly cut this away, at least on the plastic side. I'm not so worried about it at the idle control valve, but just take your time. You don't want to make this job any longer for yourself. Also, beware of these. Just make sure you're watching for all the other lines. You don't want to put stress on something else and break it. As you guys know, if you have one of these cars, you don't just find these parts for these at the store, and you could put yourself back a week without a car if you're not careful. So take your time. Let's get to cutting these off. We're going to get the zip tie here. I'm not going to touch the cold start valve here if I don't have to. Hopefully we can kind of weasel our way out here. I'm going to try to twist it out. Alrighty guys, here it is. Shortcuts. Alright, now that we have this off the car, you guys may not have an easy time like I did getting it off here, but if you pull it off, slide her over like you saw, pull it out. This is the most important part of this repair. You need to be careful. It will snap off on you, and then you're screwed. You can try and glue it back together, it'll just never be the same. So be super careful here, and just use any tool you want. Just make sure you take your time. Don't put too much pressure on it, and you just kind of want to cut this hose away. I don't think you're keeping it. Yeah, I've done here. I just plan to peel this piece back, and then it should just pull off. And there it is. And you can see just how hard this hose really is. I mean, it's gonna break. Just like that though. Boom. Here are our new hoses. Super simple repair. So we're just gonna put this on here like so. Nice and tight fitment, unlike before. You guys can move this any way you need, but now that we actually have some play in here, you don't have to worry about anything breaking, which is super nice. Slide that on our port. Push these back into here. And there we are. There's one side. So here is our reason for repair. With some better lighting, you can see this is extremely cracked. And that was definitely letting a lot of air in on, and that would explain my rough running. That's just enough to make the engine mad, so let's get the new one on. Reason to always just take a look underneath your hood if you guys have a hunch about something. These cars are getting old, and you can expect rubber to turn and sound like this on the ground, so that's junk. And with our new part fitted, make sure we pull off that bend sticker there. Toss all this out here. And same as before, we're just gonna weasel this up in here. Now that we actually have some play in the line, it's super easy. It's really those crusty ones that are difficult to get off. And we're gonna wanna clean that. Goes back in. You guys are just going to replace this clip, make sure it's grabbing both tabs. And also, if you can tell, mine is a little bent here, so I'm going to bend it back while we have a moment. That probably should not be bent like that, so let's take that, give her a little bend down. We want a little down pressure on it, right, to hold that down. And then we're going to twist these to attempt to meet the clip there. You guys can see what I'm doing here. And that's it.